Hi, this is Robert with Abode Church. Welcome to Theology Thursday. Let's explore God together. When we left off last time, we were looking at the scriptures to see if there's evidence that the assertion in the letter to the Hebrews is in fact consistent with the character of God. If we could trust God to validate, to demonstrate his promises, his messages to us in very deliberate ways, the signs and wonders, the miracles. And we talked about the rainbow being the promise of God. There's a sign, a miraculous sign, because the account of Scripture is that it had never rained before. So there had never been a rainbow prior to the Great Flood. And maybe you're less convinced by that one. You're too far removed from being able to trust the scriptures faithfully. And then we talked about Abraham, whose existence is acknowledged by a vast array of people. Indeed, God's promise to him was that his descendants would be like the sand of the seashore or the stars in the heavens. Recognizing that language was speaking to a man without telescope, or the ability to count. It was God telling him that they would be essentially innumerable. And we see, that evidence, for him to be able to grasp the magnitude, the multitude of people who came forth from him, a man past childbearing age, in his wife who had been barren their marriage. That was a big deal. That was a promise or an indication of God's character and nature, and we see that continued throughout the scripture. Let's turn our attention now to Moses. Moses, we see a tremendous outpouring of God's authority in the natural world, with all the plagues against, or judgments against, the gods of Egypt. We'll continue thinking about that in our next video as we look at God demonstrating his proof, his covenant, his agreement with the people in these promises. May the Lord bless you and protect you. May the Lord smile on you and be gracious to you. May the Lord show you his favor and give you his peace.